The image of the flower emoji has been in my head all day, and this is the revelation the Holy Spirit just gave me. In order for a flower to grow, it has to be in the right environment. Flowers cannot grow in the winter. They have to be in the right season to grow. What season has God pulled you out of? We each try and grow around flowers and diminish their growth. A flower can't pull its own weeds. It needs the gardener to come and pull the weeds in order to survive. I am in a pruning season. What are you planted in? What are you rooted in? A flower needs to be fed in order to grow. It needs sunlight to be watered daily in order to grow. Are you receiving the water that's coming to you? A flower can grow anywhere if it's in the right environment and right gardener. God may uproot you and say He needs you to grow in a different area because you may not see the weeds that He sees. 3 characteristics of weeds. Weed species include aggressive growth, competition with other plants for light, water, nutrients, and space, and the ability to grow in a wide range of soils and adverse conditions, and resistance to control measures. Satan is competing for your attention. Whose attention are you letting win and giving your energy to? Recognize the same battles that he will bring. Just like the Mario Kart analogy on New Year's, new levels, same devils. When you reset, you know how to beat the levels faster. Weeds are unwanted, persistent, harmful plants that impede the growth of other crops and plants and negatively impact human activities, agricultural production, natural phenomena, and the national economy. Undesirable weeds are plants that grow alongside the main plants. Who is your gardener? Who are you letting resurrect you? Resurrect means to restore a dead person back to life, to revive someone. Have you ever seen a flower that looked so dead and had no hope, but once the right gardener came, it knew exactly what the flower needed to be revived and resurrected? Who are you letting try to resurrect you? Humans aren't equipped to resurrect, so when we try, we fail, because only the Creator of us knows. God is our gardener. Who is your gardener? The wrong gardener would have seen that and given up and not seen the potential this plant had to grow. Today, I find myself texting a bunch of people to check in with them, wanting to plan events for people, and I'm realizing that this month is going to be a lot harder than I thought. My brain is wired to want to help people, and I have to learn how to care for myself as well. So, a lot of people from my past are trying to come back into my life. I'm worried about everyone else's feelings but my own, but I'm happy to recognize it so that I can deal with this. This is what this month is all about. I feel stressed catering to other people's needs. I feel burnt, overwhelmed, and stressed. All of these feelings are based upon the fear and guilt of letting others down. I care about letting down everyone else's feelings but my own. I don't even know why, but I literally texted like 5 people today to check in with them, promised FaceTime calls, etc. Why did I do that? Why do I feel so horrible to put myself first? My sympathy and empathy for people draws a line where I cross my own boundaries. When I don't have things scheduled, I get stressed. I need to prioritize this weekend to prepare for next week and not be stressed. I feel like everyone's coming back in my life. How can I be selfish in a time like this? So many people are broken. I want to help people. It's not me who saves people though, God does. Maybe I need to be in a season of lifting people up in prayer and letting God use other people. I cannot in good conscience just put myself over someone that's hurting. It feels like everyone wants my attention right now, but it's the Lord's I need to be seeking. Don't you see that this is an attack from the enemy? A clever way to get you distracted. To not spend enough time with God because the enemy is trying to distract you. You keep reaching out to people because Satan wants to distract you. People from your past lifestyle are coming back because they are trying to distract you. Everyone wants your attention right now, but you need to keep your focus on the one who created you. Keep your focus on the Lord. That voice was so still. The Holy Spirit's voice is so still and quiet. I have to listen in order to hear it. I'm starting to be able to hear the Holy Spirit more clearly now. I talked to my friend Sharon on the phone about how stressed I was and about what the Holy Spirit had just said. And she said, the devil's taking your kindness for weakness. That's so deep. I would have never noticed a tactic like that. After a day of feeling stressed and overwhelmed, I feel so much peace resting in God's hands. I feel a peace beyond understanding. I should feel really stressed right now. I have a test tomorrow that I have not studied for, but instead I read my Bible and read Esther, and I just feel so much peace. I am just sitting and resting, listening to worship music. This is amazing and so needed. The image of the flower emoji has been in my head all day, and this is the revelation the Holy Spirit just gave me. Today, I had my first ever father-daughter date of the year with God. This is something I did once in high school when I saw it on a TikTok. And after a realization I had the other day about how much time I spend with God, I'm making the father-daughter dates a weekly thing. The realization I had was I was praying to God, telling him that I was nervous to be in a relationship. I kept praying and saying, God, give me tunnel vision focus. I was confused as to how I was seeing godly people just shift and change so much when they were getting into relationships. It was like their minds were literally altering, and I was just confused. I didn't understand, and I was fearful. I didn't want that to happen to me. And I prayed, and I was like, God, why do people change so much? And then I realized something. In the past, when I've really liked a guy, I would do anything to spend time with them because it was worth it to me, quality time. I would even wake up early in the morning with no doubt to spend time with them. I would stay out late to spend time with them. And I realized if it's so easy for me to do it because of my love for them or my feelings for them, then why would it be so hard for me to wake up early to give time for God? People can't go a week, they can't go a day without talking to someone that they like. Why can't I go? Why would I be able to go for a while without spending time with God? And from this realization, it made me realize that I have time. I'm just not prioritizing my time well. And in this season, today, I made an hour for God, and that turned into 3 because I couldn't get enough of his word. I couldn't get enough of his presence, just sitting in his presence, just getting revelation. It wasn't enough that in times where it was hard for me to make 30 minutes, it was able to get 3 hours.